guys, Shane here. Welcome to another functional fit circuit training class. As usual, please consult with a healthcare professional before taking part. The class has 4 parts: our warm-up, 2 separate circuits and a cool down. Let's jump right into our warm-up. Okay, starting off first just with jogging on the spot. We're just going to do this for 20 seconds, staying nice and loose. Next up, let's move into our forward jumping jacks. Again, just stay nice and light on the toes, one arm up, one arm down, feet switch forward and back. Next up is high heels, so flicking the heels up behind us as high as we can. Again, just going for 20 seconds. And let's do some hip twists now. So jumping hip twists, going from side to side, keeping the feet close together. Jumping jacks are next, arms right up over the head. And let's go for some high knees now, trying to be as explosive as we can, driving the knees up towards the chest. Let's do some clap jacks now, so hands in and out to the front, clapping them together. Good. When the hands go out, the feet go out, and back in. Okay, let's do some forward shoulder circles now, just going for 10 reps. Backward shoulder circles now, 10 reps again. And shoulders in and out. So coming across the chest. One up, one down, 10 reps. Okay, let's go for some clockwise hip circles now, 10 reps, making nice big circles, keeping the feet rooted firmly. Opposite direction, so counterclockwise, 10 reps. Side to side. Let's go for some knee circles now, so feet close together, going clockwise first, 10 reps. And counterclockwise, 10 reps. Forwards and backwards now. Let's rotate the wrist and ankle now, so I'm going with the right ankle first for 10 reps. And last part of the warm up then, 10 reps on the opposite side with the wrist and the ankle. Okay guys, warm up done. Okay guys, let's go through the exercises for the first circuit, okay? First exercise we're going to do is a prone sit out. So for this, I am going to be down on my hands and my toes like so. My legs are bent to 90 degrees, my knees are barely off the floor, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my left leg through like so, lift my right hand up off the floor and I come back to my kind of bent bear crawl position from there. And I do the same on the opposite side. So my left hand lifts, my right leg shoots through. You'll see I'm keeping my hip off the floor and I come back up. Shoot through, shoot through. So I'm kind of sitting out with my leg, hand lifts. So I'm getting a lot of stability through my body and coordination. And I just keep alternating left and right there, okay? So just to see that from the front. Okay, that's our first exercise. Second exercise we're going to do then is one for mobility. So what we're going to do here is just a squat to stand, okay? So what I'm going to do is just stand with my feet out shoulder width apart, my toes turn out slightly. I'm rooting my feet, so that means I'm grabbing the ground with my feet like they're hands, and I'm trying to kind of spread the floor with my feet. So I should feel loads of tension in my legs in that way. My feet are planted firmly, okay? From there, I'm just going to sit down into a hamstring stretch, just sit back with my hips. If I can't reach the floor, that's fine. If I'm stuck here, I'll just keep reaching as far as I can. I'm going to take a nice deep exhale, or deep breath in and out. And then as I exhale, I'm going to try drop down into my squat position. Same thing again, I'm going to do a deep inhale and exhale, and on the exhale I'm going to lift back up. So. Okay, when I'm in the bottom of the squat there, my feet have to stay flat on the floor the whole time, okay? So I'm grabbing the ground with the feet. If I can only get to here, that's fine. Don't go all the way down if your heels are lifted up off the floor, okay? So the feet plant firmly. You'll see what I'm here in the squat. It's chest up, knees out wide, so I can use my elbows to force my knees apart, chest up tall. So deep inhale, when I'm breathing in and out, I'm trying to fill my stomach up with air. I'm not just breathing up high into my chest. I'm trying to do what's called a diaphragmatic breath, so I'm trying to actually use my core to properly do my breathing rather than relying on my upper chest too much. So I'm here. As I exhale, then I lift. Okay, so we're taking our time in each position. I'm not just bouncing up and down, we're using lots of control. Okay? The strength exercise we're going to do then is kneel and lunge to stand. So I'm basically starting out on my knees like so. What I'm going to do is just bring one leg up to a lunge position, step up, then I'm going to step back down with the same leg and switch sides. My right leg's coming down, down, okay? Now right leg's going to come up first, and make sure I'm up on my toes on the rear foot, step up, left, down. So if I can stay up on my toes here, it's going to be ideal, okay? So I'm going left leg up, both legs are at 90 degrees, front knee doesn't cave in, I step up, then the left leg steps down, down. Right leg up first, right leg down first. And I just keep that going up and down, okay? Looks nice and simple, but after a few reps you'll find obviously it's going to feel a bit hard, okay? So 3 exercises for the first circuit. We're doing our sit out, left and right. Trying to keep that hip off the floor if you can. We're doing our squat to stand, up and down. The last one then that we just did was our kneel and lunge to stand. So up, down, alternating sides. Okay, that's the 3 exercises for our first circuit.
Right guys, first circuit, let's go. 45 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. First exercise is our sit-outs. So the hands are planted firmly. I'm coming back to the same position every time. And I shoot my leg out, trying to keep the hip off the floor if I can. So when the left leg shoots out, the right leg lifts up, and vice versa. So right leg, left hand, left leg, right hand. Alternating left and right. So challenge our coordination, our stability, upper body strength, core strength. It works. And rest. So guys, 30 seconds recovery now. Stay nice and relaxed now. Recovery period in between exercises. First one is probably the worst. The next 2 aren't so bad. Up next is our mobility drill. Squat to stand. hands first. Shoulder width apart, really deep breath, drop down, and back up. So full inhale, then as you're exhaling, drop down, same again. Inhale, and then as you exhale, come back up. Chest up, knees out, feet step back and forth. So we're getting a nice hamstring stretch at the top, at the bottom then we're driving those knees out really wide. Good. So I can use my hands to pull on my feet to really pull myself right down into position. Last 5 seconds. And relax guys, 30 seconds recovery, well done. Relax breathing in between. Take your time. Okay, let's go. Kneeling lunges. Right leg up, right leg down, vice versa. So you notice our hip has to rotate out slightly to get the foot up, but when we step backwards it should just be a straight step back. Staying active on my toes the entire time. And rest guys, well done. 1 round done, 2 to go. Okay guys, let's get ready to go into our second round. 45 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Timer's on, back to our sit-outs. That's it, really working that coordination. The feet and the hands are equal distance apart, the knees are barely off the floor in our starting position. On active toes, as the left hand lifts, the right leg shoots through, and vice versa. So really working that shoulder stability, coordination, balance. 30 seconds recovery. Two exercises left in our second round. Moving back into our squat to stand now in 10 seconds. Let's go guys. Squat to stand. That's it. Your shoulder width apart, toes out slightly. You squat down as deep as you can, so you can't get right down. Don't worry about it. Just work with the range that you have. Deep inhale, as you exhale, it lifts it up. Deep inhale, then as you exhale again, we squat down. Relax and filling our stomach up with air on every rep. Nice and slow and relaxed. And rest guys. Moving into our third exercise now of our second round, which is our kneeling lunge. Relax breathing in between rounds. up and then step back. So right leg steps up, right leg steps back, and then vice versa. Last few reps, guys. Relax, well done. One round left. Okay guys, round 3, let's do it. Back to our bear crawls first. Sorry, sit-outs. Hand lifts, leg shoots through. Same on the opposite side. Trying to keep the hips off the floor if you can. Using that balance and coordination. Almost there now, guys. So dig deep, just keep shooting those hips through. And relax, well done. 2 exercises left now in our first circuit. Squat to stand. Using our exhales to gauge the reps every time. So every time we exhale, we lift them up. We exhale again, we come down. Trying to force every bit of air out of the stomach every time. So guys, we're almost there. Relax, well done. 30 seconds rest. Let's go kneeling lunges again. So right leg steps up, right leg steps back. Staying active on the toes the whole time. Squeezing those glutes tight at the top and at the bottom. Keeping the core braced the whole time. Seconds left of our kneeling lunges. That's our first circuit done, guys. Well done.
Okay guys, let's go through the exercises for the second circuit, okay? First exercise we're going to do is a regular bear crawl. So for this, I'm down on all fours again. I have one side stretched out, so my one hand is out over my head, other foot is behind me like so, one side is close together, okay? So, I'm just on my hands and my toes, my knee is ideally touching my wrist, on the closed side, so which is my left side. All I have to do is step with the leg that's furthest away from me and the hand that's closest to me at the same time. Now I'm in the exact same position on the opposite side, okay? So now my left side is all stretched out, my right side is close together, my knee is touching my wrist. I'm going to step now with my left leg and my right hand. Step, 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 okay? This looks fairly simple, but you'll notice after a few reps how hard it actually is to coordinate. I guarantee if you asked one of your kids to do it for you, they'd probably pick it up straight away. As we grow into adulthood though, these are kind of skills that our body kind of leaves behind, okay? So it's really good for coordination, upper and lower body strength. It's just a really good full body exercise today, okay? The mobility drill we're going to do is a Cossack squat with a diagonal overhead reach. So our feet are out nice and wide apart, okay? Both toes point straight ahead. Again, I root the feet, so I'm grabbing the ground with my feet. From here, I'm just going to drop out to one side. So if I'm going to go to my right leg bends, my left leg stays straight. Dropping down. From here, I'm going to keep my core nice and tight. The hand that's on the side of the straight leg, I'm going to reach overhead like so. So I'm twisting it up. My thumb is going to turn out and point behind me. I come back up, same on the opposite side, okay? So my left leg bends, right leg stays straight. I drop down, now the right hand comes up. And I just keep alternating left and right, okay? Dropping down, see how that knee turns out wide, it's not caving in here. Up. Okay, last exercise we're going to do then this time around is just a walking lunge, okay? So I have a nice long kind of track here in front of me. You just work with whatever space you have available to you. This could be over and back across your kitchen, and I'm just lucky here to have a kind of large garden, but if you do have a garden, well, the weather's good, don't be afraid to get outside and get moving, okay? Enjoy the fresh air. So all I'm going to do is take a long step forward, step up, and I try step straight through to the opposite side, okay? Ideally at the bottom, both legs are at 90 degrees, and the knee that's in front doesn't cave in, okay? So when I step, I don't want this happening. I want to keep my knee out in line with my toes and come up. I also don't want to bang the ground hard, okay? If you can't get to the floor with your knee, that's perfect, or it's fine. If you can't get to the floor, obviously don't like crash into the ground really hard, okay? We have to control it down. So it's nice and steady. Step, 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 and every step I'm grabbing the ground with the front foot, okay? So 3 exercises for the second circuit. First one was bear crawls. One side stretched out, one side close together. Knee touches the wrist. Step, step, step. Try and keep my back parallel to the floor and not twist my hips too much. Second exercise then was our Cossack squat with the overhead reach. So I'm down, hand on the side of the straight leg, reaches up, reaches up. Last exercise then, walking lunges. Okay, long stride forward, step and through. Okay guys, let's do it.
Okay, let's go again. 45 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Starting off with our bear crawls. One side stretched out, one side close together. I step with the far leg and the close hand at the same time to come into the same position on the opposite side. So my knees should be touching my wrist on one side at all times. If I start to get mixed up, I can always just reset in the starting position and then go again, taking my time nice and slow. You see my back is pretty much parallel to the floor. Last few seconds. And rest guys, well done. 30 seconds recovery. So that's the hardest of the 3 exercises done out of the way first. What we're moving into next is our Cossack squat with our diagonal reach. Let's go. Both feet point straight ahead. Leg side that I'm moving to is the one that bends, other leg stays straight. And I'm just reaching overhead with the arm on the side of the straight leg. good so far, guys. Got around 20 seconds left. And relax. Getting ready to move into our walking lunges now. Fifteen more seconds recovery. Okay, let's go. Nice long straight forward, step up and try step straight through to the opposite side. Controlling the knee down to the floor and making sure the leg that's in front doesn't cave in. And then grabbing the ground with the floor, grabbing the floor with the foot on the front foot every time. "25 seconds left. Okay, well done. Okay, let's go again. 45 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Starting off with our bear crawls. So one side stretched out, one side close together. I step on the far leg and the close hand at the same time to come into the same position on the opposite side. So my knees should be touching my wrist on one side at all times. If I start to get mixed up, I can always just reset in the starting position and then go again, taking my time nice and slow. You see my back is pretty much parallel to the floor. Last few seconds. And rest, guys. Well done. 30 seconds recovery. So that's the hardest of the 3 exercises done out of the way first. What we're moving into next is our Cossack squat with our diagonal reach. Let's go. Both feet point straight ahead. Leg side that I'm moving to is the one that bends, the other leg stays straight. And I'm just reaching overhead with the arm on the side of the straight leg. It's really good so far, guys. Got around 20 seconds left. Getting ready to move into our walking lunges now. "15 more seconds recovery. Okay, let's go. Nice long straight forward, step up and try step straight through to the opposite side. Controlling the knee down to the floor and making sure the leg that's in front doesn't cave in. And then grabbing the ground with the floor, grabbing the floor with the foot on the front foot every time. 25 seconds left. Okay, well done. Okay, let's go again. 45 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. Starting off with our bear crawls. One side stretched out, one side close together. I step on the far leg and the close hand at the same time. Come into the same position on the opposite side. So my knees should be touching my wrist on one side at all times. If I start to get mixed up, I can always just reset in the starting position and then go again. Taking my time nice and slow. You can see my back is pretty much parallel to the floor. Last few seconds. And rest, guys. Well done. 30 seconds recovery. So it's the hardest of the 3 exercises done out of the way first. What we're moving into next is our Cossack squat with our diagonal reach. Let's go. Both feet point straight ahead. Leg side that I'm moving to is the one that bends, other leg stays straight. And I'm just reaching overhead with the arm on the side of the straight leg. It's really good so far, guys. Got around 20 seconds left. Getting ready to move into our walking lunges now. Fifteen more seconds recovery. Okay, let's go. Nice long stride forward, step up, and so try step straight through to the opposite side. Controlling the knee down to the floor and making sure the leg is in front doesn't cave in. And then grabbing the ground with the floor, grabbing the floor with the foot on the front foot every time.
Tell me
25 seconds left.
how long he will be on my mind.
Okay, well done. Okay guys, let's move straight into our stretching. 15 seconds in each position. Seated glute stretches first with our right leg across the body. Holding it mainly with the left arm nice and tight to the chest. Deep breathing in and out the whole time. Popping down onto our back now, reaching through the gap in the middle, grabbing the front of the right knee. Gonna sit back up from there now and switch sides. Left leg across the body, grabbing it with the right arm, pulling it nice and tight into the chest. Deep breathing in and out the whole time to get the heart rate back down. flat onto our back now again, reaching through the gap in the middle, grabbing the front of the far knee. So left leg supine glute stretch. Sitting back up from there. And our half kneel and hip flexor stretch now. Right leg behind us, toes planted firmly into the floor, driving the hips forward, keeping the chest down slightly. Easing back slightly from there, grabbing the ankle and driving forward again. We're in our half kneel and quad stretch now, mainly stretching out the quad on the right leg. If you can't grab your ankle here, you can just stay in the stretch you were already in. Hands drop down, hips lift. Trying to straighten both legs if you can. So we're mainly stretching out the hamstring on the front leg now and a bit of the calf on the back leg. Dropping back down, front side elbow reaches down to the floor. We're in our half kneel and groin stretch. This is mainly working the left leg now. Exhaling deeply every time, trying to get the elbow down further and further. Popping back up, we're going to switch sides. We're going back to a half kneel and hip flexor stretch. This time now the left leg is behind us. That's the one getting most of the stretching. Going to ease back slightly from there, grab the ankle and drive forward again. Into our quad stretch now. Hands drop, hips lift, trying to straighten both legs, getting the hamstring stretch in on the right leg. Dropping the knee back down to the floor, front side elbow reaches down to the ground. Half kneel and groin stretch now, the right leg in front, driving that elbow down as low as we can. From there we're popping up now into the top of a push-up position, arms and legs stay straight, the hips lift up to the ceiling. We're in our downward dog stretch, straight line from hands to hips and from hips to heels. Exhaling deeply the whole time, breathing through our stomach. Dropping down onto our knees, sitting back onto our heels, walking our hands forward from there. We're in our prone kneel and lat stretch now. Walking our hands across to the left hand side, keeping the hips over the heels. Getting that chest right down to the floor. We're going to walk the hands across to the right hand side now. This is emphasizing our left lat. Popping up from there, spreading the feet out as wide apart as we can, knees are out wide as well, feet in line with the knees, and we're pushing our hips back towards our heels for a fairly intense kneel and groin stretch. Kneeling down from there, one arm behind the back, grab the elbow, push it down, stretching out our triceps. And switching sides, our last stretch now on the opposite side. Okay guys, that's it done. Well done. I hope you enjoyed the class. We'll hopefully see you next week for more. Thanks.